irrigation. I'll flip this thing around. Our valves in, and just burying this. But no big deal. Just really checking in, showing you I'm human. I got these trees and upper yard that runs off this bubbler up here. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway, there's a big canal up above us, and it comes down under that bubbler. Then comes down, and I've got a pipe down here. There's a big line. You can't really see it. There's a big line underneath here. And it goes down all the way down. Trees, it's cool. The trees are starting to bloom. Here in about a week, they're gonna be beautiful. I mean, they're already beautiful, but they're starting to bloom. And anyway, real blessed to be here in Idaho. I love living here in Idaho. Felt I was supposed to come, and felt like this is the place I was going to be able to be the most free. I've seen a lot of crazy things happen in Idaho that have a lot of patterns of things that have happened in other countries, and I know that they're happening in other states too, but to have it happen here in Idaho has been alarming to me, and I think to many others that have come to Idaho to be more free. Our governor still has us under martial law orders, and our legislatures have sold us out, literally, even our conservative ones, saying that if we end the order, the emergency order, martial law 46601, if we end that, they say if we end it, then we won't get federal funding. We won't get the billions of dollars that are going to be coming from us from the Biden administration. And so they've sold us out. They've done it for money. They've sold our freedom and kept us under a terrible tyrannical order by Governor Little. And that's happening here in Idaho. And the courts are holding it up. I have a warrant out for my arrest right now. And the judge has said terrible things that I'll expose later on about what he wants to do to me if he gets me in custody. And anyhow, so I just stay close to home in this little town of mine that I love, the people I love, taking care of my little family, and hoping that something shakes loose and people start standing more, because of the situation we're in is dire. It is awful. And we live in Idaho. I feel bad for those other people who live in other states that may be even worse, even though it's hard to imagine. Anyhow, beautiful day. I am so grateful for what I have, and I keep emphasizing that I do. I live in a beautiful place. I have a beautiful property, have a beautiful home. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that this is what we get by living in this wonderful place, Idaho, in this country. And I'm willing to give it all up for my children's freedom and future. I'm not withholding any of it. And anybody who knows me knows I have not withheld any of it from anybody. I haven't withheld it from my neighbors. I haven't withheld it from my family. And I certainly have not withheld it from God. And I'm willing to give it all up for liberty. And all we need to do to make sure we don't have to give it all up is for more people be willing to give it all up for liberty. Because if we are willing to give it up, we'll find it. And we'll be able to keep it and preserve it. But if we're not willing to give it up, if we're not willing to sacrifice all that we have, then we will lose it all. And our children will have no understanding of liberty. Liberty is lost by one generation only. By one generation not knowing what liberty is. And anyway, I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that I've been able to taste freedom and liberty. And I'm grateful to live in this beautiful state with these good people. And I just pray that people will stand up and sacrifice whatever it takes to maintain the beautiful liberty that we even still have today. But that is being crushed and has been crushed over this last 14 months. in a greater capacity than we ever could imagine. So anyway, I love you. Thank you for your time. And again, I'll kind of span this little valley that I live in. So we got these great big hills. There's irrigation up there on that road that looks there. And then come around here. This is my neighbor's place. You can see the valley, and there's the butte. Anyway, I love living here. And as many of you have found out, you come and stayed with me for a week. And it is a great place to be. And I feel very blessed. Thank you.